What's going on, guys? I've got here a 2009 Dodge Charger, and I'm using this car to point out to you the location of the different fuses used for your air conditioning. I'm also going to give you some troubleshooting steps for things to check out when the AC is not working on your Dodge Charger. So we're going to begin by moving to the trunk. Inside the trunk, we'll find 2 or 3 fuses that are useful. The number of fuses depends on whether or not you have the manual AC controls or the automatic. So we're going to begin by opening up this box by pushing on the tab here. Now, if you have the automatic AC controls, there is a 10 amp fuse located right here. That provides power to the controls themselves. So you may or may not have that. Now, regardless of whether or not you have automatic AC, you will definitely need these other 2 fuses to work in order for the blower motor to work and for other features of the HVAC. So that's going to be this 10 amp fuse here, as well as this 30 amp J-case fuse for the blower motor. I have a whole separate video just about the blower motor if you want to reference that for any blower motor related issues that you have. Now let's move under the hood. We can take a look at the location of the AC compressor. I can also show you where you add refrigerant. So the most common culprit of your AC not working on your chargers is a refrigerant leak. If you have enough refrigerant leaking out of your car, then the computer will disable the AC to save the compressor. And we can see on this charger there are actually signs of a slow leak, because on our low side port here you can see it's got a lot of oil seeping out of it. The AC system has refrigerant and also oil in it to keep it lubricated. And so if you see oil leaking out, it's very likely that your AC Freon is leaking out as well. We can confirm this by hooking up gauges. So here is a high side gauge. If you happen to have a high side gauge, you can hook up to that. And there's a low side gauge. It's on the bottom. So you can't really quite see it from this angle, but if we move around, we can see there's a low side gauge here. So in addition to checking the level in the system, we can also add refrigerant. So I'm trying to get this unscrewed here. So we can add refrigerant into the low side port here. Now, another thing you'll want to check, if your check engine light is on, if there's something wrong with the way your engine is running, the computer will disable the AC as well in order to reduce the load on the engine. So don't get too far into troubleshooting the AC before you check into your check engine light. And if you have a code for a misfire or a lean or a rich code, like a P0171 or a P0174, then the AC will definitely be disabled if those are present. Now we can find the AC compressor itself right here. This one's been it's been removed, unbolted a little bit. It's normally sitting further back. But when this compressor is turned on, you'll know that it's on because you'll see the front of the compressor rotating. So if you see the front piece spinning along with the back piece, then your compressor is engaged and it should be actively circulating refrigerant. If you never see the front of the compressor rotating, then it's not engaged, either due to the AC being disabled or your AC compressor clutch could be failing. So yeah, I hope that this information has been helpful for you, or at the very least a good starting point in troubleshooting the AC on your Dodge Charger. Please do let me know down below if you have any questions or any advice. Thanks for watching.